Welcome everyone to our mindful moments. Every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we go live, usually here on Instagram. Yes, we are here again on Instagram. But next week we will be moving to our YouTube channel because thank you to all of you who have subscribed. You helped us reach a huge milestone and we are officially able to go live on YouTube now. So thank you. We appreciate your support more than you know. We were trying to go live over there. I know some of you may still be waiting over there and you're probably going to watch this recording. So I'm just going to explain. So we went to go live on YouTube, but I guess that we had to kind of set things up or whatever. So it says we can't go live for 24 hours. So we will see you all on YouTube next Wednesday at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. And for today, we will continue on here and we will save the recording onto our YouTube channel as always. So, and if you haven't subscribed yet, our link is in our link trees and in our highlights as well. So please subscribe. We appreciate your support. It's free to support and it means a lot to us.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to start off with wishing everyone a happy New Year's. So yay, it's 2025. I've never been so excited for the new year. This is going to be an incredible year. I can see it and I can feel it. Hi. So speaking of the new year, we're actually going to be talking about some goal setting and kind of go into goals and resolutions and why goals are better than resolutions as well. And then Emma and I are going to share some of our goals for the year too. And if you haven't already done some goal setting, I would suggest writing them down and bringing them, because at the end of the year, we're going to kind of recap on our goals and everything as well.
Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. It's really exciting to see everybody back. Yay. So if you have not, as Chandra said, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube link, please, it's in our highlights under the mindful moments, or it's in our link trees. The more subscribers and it's free, the better. We appreciate it.
Exactly. And feel free to share our YouTube channel with your friends and family as well. Spread the word.
You bet. You bet. And so, yeah, does anybody in here set New Year's resolutions? Do you want to put in the comments?
Drop resolutions in the chat if you set resolutions.
I used to a long time ago. I used to say, oh, this is what's going to happen, or this is this, and things like that. But as Chandra was saying, we're going to look at resolutions versus goals. And goal setting is so much better than a resolution. And we're kind of going to go through some of the points that make it that way. So first of all, I'll say resolutions are like a less addressed plan. And so goals are more like plans, which help with your limiting beliefs. So if we're saying as a resolution, oh, I'm going to go lose weight kind of thing. But then you have in your mindset, oh, I tried this before, or I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but hopefully this works, those kind of things. You have a lot of limiting beliefs. But if you set a goal, and we're going to talk about how to do that, it makes it more steps, and the steps that you have, it helps to change your mindset and challenge those limiting beliefs, because you can actually think that you can make them. So it helps to challenge some of those limiting beliefs. 100%. Awesome. Yeah.
So, yeah, like for example, like Emma said, like I want to be healthier, I want to lose weight. Like that's a resolution for being more defined. Maybe like I will work out like 3 times a week, or I will like eat this, or I will like kind of setting your goals of what you're going to do to lose that weight, right? Instead of just being kind of like, I'm going to lose weight this year.
Yeah.
What are you going to do to lose that weight?
And looking at the reasons behind that too, right? I think are really important, instead of saying, oh, like I just want to lose some weight. Well, why is
Mhm.
it? What is it linked to? Like, what's your why? They say, what's your why? And once you know your why, your how is easier, right?
Yes, that is so right.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So,
mindset is definitely connected to keeping them for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Um, and more people tend, when you look at like the internet or different research and stuff, when we were looking, more people tend to phrase their resolutions and what not to do. So I'm not going to eat any more junk. Um, I'm not. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. People who are like say, I'm not going to swear anymore. I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to do that. And that, although I mean those are good things, they're focusing more on the what not to do instead of what you're going to incorporate into your life, instead of what I am going to do differently, like a behavior change, right? So when you're setting goals, you're looking at focusing on that behavior change about what you're going to do and what you're going to incorporate and those kind of steps and things. So um, the way that it's phrased too is a little bit more of a positive, and it's more like based on behavior.
Yeah. No, that's true. Which makes it more achievable too.
You bet.
And
You bet.
goals can be set with deadlines, which creates like urgency and motivation to achieve that goal, right? Whereas resolutions, they may not have like a defined time frame, which leads to procrastination.
Yes. Yes, I'm a good procrastinator, so I really need to outline my goals in a timeline. Um, Otherwise, yeah, it kind of gets on the back burner, even if I want to do it. But if I have very, like as Chandra was saying, really specific outline, then I need to hold to that, right? And when I hold to that and take those steps, then it gets me to where I need to be instead of kind of being like all over the place, or even saying like, oh, my New Year's resolution is I don't know, to save $500 by the end of the year. Well, that's okay. It's $500, but it's really ambiguous, right? Like you
Yeah.
need to be more specific in what you're going to do to achieve that goal.
Yeah, exactly. And also goals can be adjusted to like circumstances. Like sometimes circumstances may change, whereas goals can be changed and allow for those adaptations that keep the
Yeah.
individuals on track. And resolutions may be more like feel rigid or unchangeable,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. And life changes all the time, so that's so
Yeah.
important, right? To be able to be adaptable.
Yeah. Life does change. It can change on the whim. We probably
Uh-huh.
all are aware of that.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely good to have goals and being able to be flexible, but still have that level of accountability. So if you guys can write in the chat if you're setting goals for yourself, what do you do to keep yourself accountable? And we'll come back to that at the end and kind of recap some of that. But I think accountability is a big part of it.
Yes. Yes. Holding yourself accountable is key.
You bet. And having accountability partners sometimes when
Yep,
we're doing
that's
things,
right.
right? Yeah.
That's right. And telling, yeah,
Um,
telling someone your goals. Like think of it like someone that you trust in and share your goals with each
yeah.
other. You can cheer each
Yep.
other on and celebrate together when you achieve them.
Absolutely. Take one at a day at a time. Yep. Focusing on those steps, like just that day, not looking way down. It's kind of like those sayings, where they say, enjoy the journey. It's not just about the destination, because along that journey, you're going to learn things and you learn things about yourself and about all those kind of like different life experiences and things. So taking that all in on the journey will make your destination, more enjoyable. Hi, Kimmy. Thank you for joining. It's great to see you. Yeah, absolutely. Accountability. I think. So we've kind of done out what we did today was we did out our goals, and I'm just going to show you really briefly because Chandra was talking about like saying it out loud. So I used to set goals. Um, I used to set goals but not tell people, or not say things because what if I didn't need that and things. But that helps with that
Mhm.
accountability. So one of the things that I do is I do a vision board every year for the last couple years, and it kind of I put it on here. So like this is my 2025. My word of the year is vulnerability because I'm going to really be working on maintaining like being open, being vulnerable, those kind of things. Um, and then I have goals set up in working towards my, it says here, like my purpose and my career, my health, my education, and my relationships. So I have a
I
goal
love
in
that.
each one of those for the year. Um, so yeah, so I broke one of those goals down into SMART goals. But do you want to start with yours? Or do you want me to
Yeah,
start?
you can go ahead since you're already started.
Okay. So for one of the SMART goals that I had is to complete my book so that it's ready to send to an editor by August. So I wanted to finish my book by last year, and that was one of the things on the vision board, but I wasn't specific enough, I don't think, in how much time
Mhm.
I was putting in. So this year I adapted it a little bit. So I put working on writing on my book for 4 hours once a week. So that's at minimum
Yeah,
that I have to put in 4 hours of dedicated time to my book at least once a week. Um, Thank you. And so achievable. So when we're talking about the A for achievable, I have the means. So like I have everything that I need to be able to write the book. I also got a few books from the library about writing a memoir. And actually it gave me a lot of really good insight and information about how to word things
yeah,
when you're talking about different things in a memoir. So I equipped myself to make this goal achievable to be able to do that. Realistic, I want to have it ready for sale by the end of 2025 going into January 2026. So I'm hoping that by August to December that I'll be able to do all of my edits or whatever I'm told that needs to change and hopefully have it out by the new year. And so that's my time frame, is to have it to an editor by August and then be able to finish all my edits and have it released for January.
that's a great goal, and it will happen. And I can't wait
Thank
to
you.
read your book either.
Thank you. That hence the reason why the vulnerability is the word for the year, because this book is very about being vulnerable, right? So
Yeah, no, for sure.
thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. This year I'm going to get
Yes,
it.
you
I learned from
are.
last year. Yeah. So you want to go on about yours and tell us?
Hey, sounds good. So I didn't write out my SMART goal. I just came with my list of some goals that
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
want to keep. And my
fine.
word of the year is simplicity because I just want simple in my life because when things are more simple, you can have more authentic connections and you can I just need simple in my life because last year was kind of felt a little bit chaotic and I just need to bring simplicity in. And yeah, so that's kind of my word of the year
I
for this
think that's a
year.
great word, and I think it's really, really important. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because simplicity like allows you to focus on that genuine kind of connection and
Yeah.
on the stuff that
And
really,
to be
really matters,
yourself.
right? Instead of having all the other kind of fill-ins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. And I feel so breath of fresh air moving
that's
into there,
awesome.
thinking about everything being simple.
It's a great word.
So, so yeah, so let's talk some of my goals for this year. So, for one thing, I have a goal to read one new book every month. I'm still finishing up this book. I actually bought this book too. This is a daily read, The Pivot Year. Because I'm also doing a big pivot this year as well. So it's actually really awesome because every day you read like a different day. There's a little read up for each day.
Oh,
Um,
it's
so
one for every
yeah,
day.
every day
I
of
love
the
books
year.
like that.
So 365 days, right? But along with my daily reading, I'm gonna set a goal to read one new book every month as well. So I'm taking 1 to 2 hours every morning for my personal growth, self-love, my fitness. The 1 to 2 hours, I put the 1 to 2 hours because that all depends if I'm working or not and what
Yeah.
time I have to wake up because I don't want to wake up at like 4 in the morning. So depending what time. Um, and also, I will be turning my phone off 1 to 2 hours before bed to limit the screen time too. Because I kind of started to like set that goal. I didn't fully move forward with that, but this year, I know it makes a big difference too on the way you feel. So that book is called The Pivot Year. I'll hold it here if you want to take a screenshot or a picture. So yeah, I've been reading that every morning. Yeah, turning my phone off for 1 to 2 hours because I just think it's so important for us to not have that screen time right before bed. 'Cause it's so bad for our mind and body and everything. Drinking like 2 to 3 liters of water every single day because I was starting to get bad on my water on the days that I'm not working, right? So making sure I'm doing that and working out 3 to 5 times a week as well. Even when if I'm working, because sometimes I've been like, because my work's very physical, right? So I just will do my 3 to 5 days maybe on not a non-work day, if so, right? If it's extra intense. Walking outside, like Brenda said, I'm gonna like walking outside more, like 20 to 30 minutes a day with the dogs. Maybe besides on the super cold days with them because they can't handle with their paws.
Yeah.
And also, I started a new opportunity in December, so I have a goal to replace my income working, so I do not have to be removing trees anymore before August. So that I can have my freedom back because I experienced 8 years of freedom, being able to design my days and everything, and that's my greatest desire and big goal that I want to achieve before August, so I can give my boss my notice that I'm done working for him this season, and then I also have a goal to like be able to help my Cuban families out financially more as well. Because right now more than ever they're struggling. And my friend and I, we just recently figured out how to send a cargo there. So I can send even though they don't like even if I sent money there, there's nothing really for there's no food, no medicine, nothing there. But she recently sent a cargo there and it got there, like it took some time, so I can send stuff there, right? And if I have more financial freedom, I can kind of help them out a little bit more, whichever way I can, right?
Yeah.
And then I want to help 10 friends who truly want to find financial freedom as well this year so that we can experience that freedom together. And I also I'm all about multiple streams of income. So I also started letter writing as well. So my goal is to write 40 to 50 letters a week for that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So yeah, those are some of my goals.
No, that's great. Like, I mean, you have them all, I think too, like when you look at them, you have them in all different categories, right? Yeah. Because like when you're talking about health and relationships and career and your purpose and those kind of things, it's all kind of aligned. Was to find. Okay. January work.
That's awesome.
That's so cool. Yeah. I mean, I think now it's more important than ever to build something that you can have a side financial stream, or something that helps you to have that financial freedom. So I know that we were doing the one business together and we're doing the other one as well. So anybody's ever interested, let us know. We'd be happy to join or like to have you join. And we have an amazing team, and our team comes with us a lot of the time. So I mean, we're very, very fortunate.
And speaking of the word simplicity, that's why my word simplicity, because this new business that we have is the simplest business, and simple equals duplicatable. Right. I just feel like, that's why I set my goal. I know that I can achieve a big goal by summer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And help many others too.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's definitely
awesome.
kind of where we're at. What?
That's awesome. She's also about financial freedom as well. That's where it's at.
Absolutely.
I'm so proud of you.
So when we're talking about accountability, thanks. So when you're talking about accountability, what do you do to hold yourself accountable? Yeah, send me a message for sure, Kimmy. We'll get there.
Very amazed at this business.
Yeah.
I jumped in with 2 feet as soon as I was like, is it literally like this simple? Like, it's just really incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've been in the industry for a while. I've never seen anything like it before. So,
So for accountability, I will say, like as I said last year, I had again, the to finish my book. I was hoping to have it in by an editor by now. That was last year's goal. So I'm a little bit behind. So I kind of revamped what that goal looks like. And I learned a little bit more about making my goals more specific and being able to carve out more time. So I learned about that kind of stuff. And also, as I said before, I used to keep my goals and things to myself, but my vision board is in my house now. So if anybody comes, they see it, and having those conversations, people help to hold you accountable as well.
yeah,
So, and I think
exactly.
doing a check-in, like I know we did one check-in on our YouTube last year, or on like when we were doing lives about like the 6 month mark and where you at with your goals and that kind of stuff. But maybe doing more frequent check-ins is something that I would probably change to help to hold myself accountable.
Yeah. I think that's what I need to do as well. Because I know we're good at checking in at the beginning of the year, and then like it gets kind of less. So it's good to maybe have like a monthly check-in even. Like how's it going? Like how's it going working towards your goal?
I will send a message tomorrow. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Sending you lots of love, and I really appreciate your support always.
Sure. I can only see some messages that you see. I can't see in the chat for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some you read, and I'm like, I don't even see it on
You're
there.
like, where is that coming from? I'm not just making it up. But the one time I couldn't see any messages, remember?
Yeah.
You were having to read
I
me.
just had to say that because that's been 3 times now. I was like, where is she reading this? Like,
Good old technology, of course.
oh, that's awesome. And
Yeah.
to
So,
see the monthly check-ins, we are gonna like our last live of this month. We will be kind of doing a check-in to see kind of how our goals are going, and so maybe come prepared with some goals or like things that you've worked towards them, and what you've been doing to keep yourself accountable.
yeah, we would love that. Any sort of participation, come join our community. We want it to be a really supportive, like loving community, and
Yeah.
where we can like support each other and help each other out and everything like that.
Yes, exactly. Together, we're gonna make this the best year of our lives.
I would like I don't know why. Like I always like New Year's and I'm always excited for the next year. Um, but over the years, like just as I've focused more and stuff, I've gotten more excited. Like this year, I was like, this year's gonna rock. I was like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
like
Me
so
too. Me too. I've been like doing it, like having a hard time containing myself this year.
excited. And we're 8 days into it, so that like we need to
I know.
keep up this momentum.
Oh yeah, I believe it will. Like I've never been so excited for a year actually. I can
Yeah,
honestly say that. Like I've been literally doing the dance of joy and like can't contain myself.
that's awesome. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I'm more excited about this year than a lot of other years, and I think and I want to say like because in 2024, you and I both know have done like a lot of different changes and switches and
Yeah.
learning and growing and a lot of things like that. So this is kind of like the year that we can like bring it together and implement it,
Yeah.
continue to learn, but like bring everything together, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, all year last year was all preparing us for like the best year ever this year.
Yeah. So if you're not subscribed to our YouTube, please subscribe. We both have it in our highlights. We have it in our link trees. We would really, really appreciate the support. We will be going live on YouTube next week once our 24-hour start or whatever it's called has kind of processed. So we want to say thank you to everybody for your support always. If you're ever interested in us having a topic or talking about something, or if you have questions about something we've talked about or want more information, send us a DM. We'll always message back. Our DMs are always open.
Yes. And we want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your night to be here because we know that we all have busy lives and it means a lot to us that you come spend these 30 minutes together with us.
Yes, absolutely. We're sending you lots of love and light, and thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. Love you
Bye.
all. And happy 2025. Let's make this the best yet.
Yeah, this year's gonna rock.
Yeah, let's rock
Bye,
it.
everybody.
Bye.